Welcome back. We'll be talking about how you can get started in real estate investing in your 20s. We're gonna jump right into it. Maybe you're someone that wants to get into real estate, you've been thinking about it, maybe even have some limiting beliefs on how you can get started at a young age. Time is gonna be absolutely your asset. Now, if you're a little bit older, maybe in your 30s, mid 30s, don't worry, these 10 steps that I'll be sharing with you will still help, but you just gotta even prioritize even more and go harder than maybe someone in their 20s. If you're in your 20s, awesome. I congratulate you for watching content like this because I know you're smart, I know you're betting on your future, but I wanna give you 10 steps on how you can actually get started on that. So step one is you want to educate yourself online, okay? Everything is online at this point, and you wanna just start there to get surface level knowledge and start learning the basics. You can start learning deal analysis online. You can start learning about the importance of raising capital. You could even learn how to get started in your own city. There's gotta be online content specific to your city, especially for us Canadians, because I know there's a ton of content online for the US, but here in Canada, the game is a little bit different. Example, we don't have a 1031 exchange, but you want to spend some time, whether it's 15 minutes a day, an hour a week, or 4 hours a week, just learning online. Now, the mistake people make is that they get stuck in the online learning process. You're smart, so that's not gonna be you, right? What that means is you wanna study online, but also take action. We'll be talking about that in step 2, but don't get stuck just learning online. If you get stuck learning online for 1, 2, 3, even 4 years, that's 4 years of opportunity cost that you could have been closing deals, and that's a ton of money you're leaving on the table. Opportunity cost hurts. Step 2, after you've started learning online, now you're gonna want to make sure you're also saving money, okay? This is a financial game. Real estate does require capital, whether it's your own money or other people's money, but it's gonna be very difficult for you to get started if you don't have good saving habits. Okay, you gotta learn how to have a budget. You gotta at least know how to create your own financial statement, because if you're not there yet and you're not investing yourself, you're not investing into saving money, and you're not investing into your own education and development, and even saving money for, let's say, a down payment on your first property, it's gonna make the journey way more difficult. Step 3, you wanna maintain a good credit history. This means you got a credit card, you got some line of credits, you're paying those off preferably in full if you can, but at least you're making those payments every single month. You're not late on those payments. And also a quick little tip that I'll give you, you'll want to be what's called a high frequency payer. What this means is you're paying your credit cards, your debts multiple times a month instead of one lump sum payment. Example, let's say I gotta pay $1,000 on my credit card. Instead of paying one time near the end of the month, $1,000, I'm gonna make 10 mini payments of $100. This is gonna make you a high frequency payer, and this is one of the hacks that I coach my students on how they can rapidly increase and take control of their credit score. The credit score, I always tell my students, it's a point system. It's meant to be taken advantage of so you can increase it quickly, but also use it to get access to credit. Step 4 is you wanna start building a network, okay? You're not gonna build real estate investing businesses and real estate investing wealth by doing this alone. You're gonna want a realtor, you're gonna want a mortgage broker, you're gonna want an insurance broker, probably even want a coach as you scale, and you're also gonna want contractors, subcontractors, plumbers, and other professionals around you, because you cannot learn everything on your own, nor is that valuable towards making sure that your time has the most value possible, okay? As a real estate investor, your goal is to focus on generating income streams, finding capital, and then finding deals, which later on you could even delegate. But you need to build your network. You need to be connected to not only your team, but also have an inner circle of other people that are doing this. And you don't even have to meet them every single day, but you got to be connected to these people, because everyone else around you is going to try to steer you off that path. Do not get distracted. Make sure you're connected to people that are on this path of building long-term generational wealth through real estate. Step 5, which I mentioned a couple times, is you want to find the right mentor. This is the mentor that's going to help you reach the next steps and the next levels. And the big bonus of having a mentor is a mentor and a coach allows you to get access to that higher level thinking. This means that they're able to see things that you can't, because they have the experience, they've made the mistakes, and they've also paid their dues. I always make sure my own mentors, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in health, wealth, relationships, passions, and even other endeavors that I'm looking to get into, I want to make sure that these mentors also have mentors themselves. The moment I hear a coach or a mentor is not investing in their own education, I know they're not that good. For a big reason is because coaching and mentorship is teaching, right? This is why I believe I have a huge advantage over other real estate coaches and mentors, is because I actually taught in high school. I know the art and science of education and learning inside and out. It's something that I spent thousands of dollars on, that I continue to learn. Now, if someone could be good at real estate investing, doesn't necessarily mean they know how to teach that. It's the same thing in, let's say, fitness. Someone could be awesome and amazingly fit, doesn't mean they can teach it. Someone could be amazing at running their own business, but they can't translate that to teaching someone else. Those are keys to filtering out the right mentor. And also you want to make sure that there's alignment in your values. All my mentors focus on abundance because I want to focus on abundance. All my mentors focus on the social aspect of building a business and making sure that we transcend being shy, being naturally, let's say, introverted, so that we can actually get on camera like this, talk on stages, have meetings with people, and be able to grow our business, not just using online methods, but still be that person when we're in person, because that's where it matters. Step 6, you want to consider finding and working with a partner. This could be a joint venture partner, or it could even be someone where you guys are learning together and still on this journey. This is going to be a little bit more intimate connection when it comes to, let's say, comparing it to your inner circle that you're seeing once or twice a year, maybe a little bit often. But that partner, that person is going to help you stay on track. Whenever they're having hard times, you're going to guide them through it. Whenever you're having hard times, you're going to guide them. They're going to guide you through it, right? This is a working partnership. Doesn't mean you're doing deals together necessarily, but at least you have someone to go through, because this journey can be lonely. I'm not going to lie to you. It can get lonely at times. Not everyone's going to understand what you're trying to do. A lot of people are going to try and convince you that mediocrity is okay. I'm here to convince you that it's absolutely not okay, especially if you care about not only yourself, but also your future bloodline, the community that you're trying to create here, and even all the other people that you can help once you reach that full potential and that you solve the problem of money. There's going to be problems left. These are like to call the existential and philosophical problems. Those ones you'll have to handle after or even during your come and rise into wealth. Okay. That being said, money is not going to solve all these problems. It is going to get you to increase and improve your problems. Then you're going to be left off with the ones that money cannot solve. And that's where, if you have a partner or someone that you're in this journey with, you guys are also going to go through those growing pains together. And it's just nice to have someone you can actually talk to when things get difficult, especially when you've solved the money problem, and that not everyone's going to resonate with that. People are going to think you're bragging. People think, oh, look at you, you have all these other problems, like, good for you. You don't want to downplay that. You don't want people downplaying that. You want to be surrounded by other people that get it and that understand that there are bigger problems than just money, but not everyone's going to be able to relate, especially if they're not on that same paradigm. Step 7, you want to look at different financing options. I love creative financing. It's one of the things I focus on in my own mentorship program. It's what I teach my students. But having different ways to finance your deals, whether that's using other people's money, whether that's using private money, hard money, maybe that's even just using traditional mortgages or a joint venture partner, or maybe it's other means such as the rent-to-own strategy so that you can still finance deals. Money is abundant. It's an infinite resource. Governments are printing it all the time. You just got to think outside the box on who's got my money, how can I trade them something to get that capital so we can start growing this real estate investing business together, or even use their money, pay them out as interest-only money partners, especially their friends or family, and then get to owning those rentals, doing those deals. Step 8, you want to consider house hacking. House hacking is one of my favorite strategies, especially for people in their 20s, because you're living young, you're probably open to having some roommates, you probably want to move out of your house because, you know, parents can be kind of annoying, you gotta love them, but you know, sometimes we need our space, especially in our 20s, if we want to grow. We want to do what's called adulting, right? So that being said, house hacking is when you buy a house. In Canada, you'll probably put 5% down in your first time home buyer's plan, and then you live in one room, you rent out the 2 to 3 other bedrooms, and then you're trying to essentially break even on this deal, have that freedom and sovereignty while also not paying crazy high rents, because rents are getting pretty ridiculous. And at the same time, you're also able to offer value to your friends that also want to move out and give them the ability to live in a full-on house, have a backyard, maybe even having parking, and pay less rent than a shitty 1-bedroom apartment somewhere where, you know, maybe they don't necessarily want to live there. And also they're not living with some friends that are actually going to be able to, you know, design your lifestyles around what you guys enjoy. For me, I loved to throw parties when I was a little bit younger. I still throw parties every now and then, and I love just hanging out with my friends. So it was completely easy and it made sense to have roommates that shared those goals and just, you know, wanted to build a cool lifestyle while we're in our 20s, because later on, once you get older, you know, more responsibilities, you got more things you got to deal with, you got more on your plate, you're probably in a higher position in your job, and there's just more things to do, which means less time to do the things that you want, unless you spent your 20s designing exactly what you want to accomplish. And house hacking can be the start of that. Step 9, you want to consider different strategies. It's not just buy and hold real estate out here. You can do flipping, you can do wholesaling, you can use the BRRRR strategy. There's also the rent to own strategy. You can create a syndication. There's tons of strategies out there. You want to go back and learn a couple of them, but really, if you want my help, and if you're serious about this, if you're someone that's like been trying to learn real estate, you've wasted years of opportunity cost, you're trying to learn these things and you don't know how to personalize it to you, I'd love for you to jump on a free real estate strategy session. That's gonna be with myself or my team. It'll be a quick Zoom call. We're gonna break down what your situation is, what obstacles are you running into, how can we build you a step-by-step customized real estate war map so that you can actually hit those goals. And I'd love to give you the accountability and step-by-steps to reach that. Now, I'm not too sure if you're a good fit, so jump on that call. It's completely free. Hit that Calendly link in the description. Hit that free real estate strategy session. Again, if you're serious, don't waste my time. I won't waste yours. I want to create that customized real estate roadmap for you and help you reach those goals, especially if you're in Canada, because I know not all the content online is for Canadians. I am from Canada. I've invested in Canada and I want to help you reach those goals and avoid the mistakes that I've made in the past. So seriously, you want to consider different strategies if you don't know where to start, or if you have some, you're humming and hawing about, okay, like which strategy would work best for me, jump on a call with me. I'll personalize that roadmap for you because everyone's in different situations. Whether you're super busy, whether you're not very busy but you don't have much capital, there are ways to get into real estate. I want to be able to tap into that mindset with you, share the things that I'm learning, and help you reach those goals and start getting you thinking at a higher level. Let's get away from scarcity, let's get away from security, and let's jump into the possibility of freedom. It's not an easier route. I'm not trying to sell you that. It is going to be a more difficult route, and that's why I want to help you with that. Connect with our community at Alliance Real Estate and help you reach those goals. Finally, step 10 is you want to prioritize this. If you're in your 20s, there's a bunch of distractions out there. There's your friends wanting to go to get drunk at the club. There's going to be people that are going on traveling, going on vacations in their 20s, enjoying all the life, going on these like all-inclusive resorts. There's going to be people telling you just stay secure, get a good job, and then you'll retire by 65. There's going to be people telling you you want to get into NFTs. I got into NFTs, maybe even like crypto and all these other investments, but you want to prioritize what is it exactly that you want. This is a huge mistake. I see people getting onto calls with me, people talking to me about real estate, people I just meet on a day-to-day basis, is that they don't have clarity, right? And if you don't have clarity, it's hard to reach abundance. You will default to scarcity, you will default to wanting security, to wanting to be mediocre, but you want to get clarity on what is it exactly that you want. There's a little bit more high level now, but how do you want your health to look like? Your fitness goals, your nutrition goals. How do you want your wealth to look like? How much money do you want to be making per month? How much money do you want to be spending per month? Putting away, saving. Do you want to build a massive business, medium or small size business? Do you actually just want to work a career? What does that look for you? Get super specific on those goals. Then you also want to figure out what you want your relationships to look like, what passions do you want to do, and how else are you going to educate yourself, and what adventures are you going to go on. The moment you get clarity on that, then we can start looking at prioritizing that. What season are we in? Are we going to be in a heavy real estate season that's going to allow us to set ourselves up for the future? If you can get to 10 properties, you just got to play the long game and you're going to get to the things that you want. Now, I do coach people how to be a high performer, and that people just want to scale super fast, take that big jump into building a life that not everyone will even be able to imagine, let alone even be able to live. That's someone like you, get onto that strategy session. Let's start prioritizing this so that once we hit our 30s, then we're already in a great position and you're still gonna be super young. Now, if you're already in your 30s, your mid 30s, maybe in your 40s, it's not over yet, but you are gonna have to put more time, more pressure on yourself, more leverage, and start prioritizing freedom, whether that's time, money, and location freedom, if that's what you want. Now, if that's not what you want, cool, this is just gonna be an entertaining video for you. Now, I just want to work with high performers, so if you're interested, make sure that you understand that clarity and prioritization is key. So, just to quickly recap, the 10 ways and steps that you can get into a rental property in your 20s is: number 1, educate yourself online. Number 2, save money. Number 3, maintain a good credit score. Number 4, build a network. Number 5, find your real estate mentor, find the right one. Number 6, consider finding a partner. Number 7, learn to look at different financing options. Number 8, think about house hacking. Number 9, consider different real estate investing strategies. And then finally, number 10, prioritize this and get clarity. Clarity and prioritization is that last step, and it is going to be key. So I hope you guys got a ton of value from this video. Hope you guys can take action on this, and this doesn't just become edutainment, but you actually use this as education and take action towards your goals. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Patrick J. Hilaire here, your real estate investor and principal and president of Alliance Real Estate Academy. See you guys next time, and peace.